Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at another 1/6 scale figure. This figure is the Joker from Hot Toys Collectibles. This figure was released in 2016 and he's from the Suicide Squad movie. Not the Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad. Yeah, right now we're just getting a good look at this box it comes with. It's actually a very nice box. Most 1/6 scale figures that come with amazing artwork for the boxes. Right here you can see there's a choke hazard and a whole bunch of warnings and stuff like that. What we're going to do next, instead of me stopping the video, I'm just going to go ahead and stop the turntable. Like so. I'm going to unplug it right here, put this to the side, and then get this turntable out of it for now. And then I'll bring it back when we do the figure. But right now, what I want to do is get a good look at this box here. As you can see there, has, you know, 3 faces of Joker. I do want to say they're all the same. Yes, they're all the same, minus this one. This is the only one that's kind of weird. I don't know if they did that on purpose or something like that, and then on top of that, you got, you know, Harley Quinn when she's hanging out of the back of the helicopter. But then again, she's like doing like those little, like gymnastic moves. I don't want to say something that's not, but she's doing like those moves she was doing like in the beginning part of the movie where, she's kind of hanging on like the sheets. And yes, and then you can actually see Batman right there. Hold on, let me bring the camera to it. You can see Batman right there. And then let's see what else did stick out to me. Obviously in the back of the helicopter he has the golden AK-47, so there's 2 of them with some, you know, some blood coming down off of it. Let's see, at the top of it, it just says J. Hold on now. There you go. Nice little J. And then I'm gonna take the sleeve off. I gotta put it sideways because my light box is not big enough. There we go. Okay, and here it is. It's all white, except for the front here. You can see the creators of this figure. Okay. And then it says Suicide Squad right there. That's actually kind of nice. And then this one's open. This one also opens up like the clamshell, and that's all it is right there. Very, very nice. So what we're gonna do next is get the figure and just get him on the turntable so you can get a good look at him, 360 view of him. Alrighty, folks, there he is, the Joker in the tuxedo version. Actually, they call it the tuxedo version. This is the part where he's on the helicopter and they're on the rooftop and she starts running, and finally when she gets on top of the helicopter and she's like, "Oh, you got all dressed up for me?" He's like, "Oh, you know, I'd do anything for you." So that's why he's all dressed up in his little tuxedo. Very nice, actually. It's kind of like a different take. I mean, when you see him, the only time you really see him is in this, like, you know, Joker no shirt on, or maybe with like the purple coat. And then the only other time you see him is in Arkham Asylum, and then this one, and then there's one more scene where you see him with something different, and that's when he's in the club with the actor Common, and she's dancing, and they were gonna come out with another figure for him wearing that, but I think they just decided not to. So unfortunately, they have the dancer version of Harley Quinn, but not the you know, I guess the club Joker. So unfortunately, if you're trying to put them together, you have to put this one with the dancer one, which they look very nice together when you put them together. But you know, true fans, and not even true fans, but people that just seen the movie, they know that's not how you know, those 2 are supposed to be together like that, because they weren't like that in the movie. You know, she's wearing those little high-rise shorts, like almost like booty shorts almost, you know, with the daddy's little monster shirt, when she actually meets up with this Joker. So what we're going to do next now is we're going to take Joker off this turntable, now that you guys got a good 360 view of the figure, and take a look at everything that this figure comes with. Alrighty, folks. So as you guys can see here, he does come with quite a few things. I apologize if I didn't actually, dress it up, a little bit better. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm sorry, that's unprofessional. So there we go. He does come with quite a few things, not a lot as most people think. Most 1/6 scale figures come with. Some 1/6 scale scale figures come with a ridiculous amount of things. It's kind of like, wow, like how are you supposed to use all this stuff on this figure? But the good thing is what they're doing is they're giving you options, for posability, for what do you want this figure to hold, on what scene, so things like that. So anyway, the first thing that we're going to do, so we can kind of get out of the way because it is kind of big, is he does come with the backdrop and obviously the instructions, where I'm not going to keep showing you the instructions, but he does come with the backdrop, and I really like this backdrop. Actually, I apologize because I have the camera facing down, so here we go. There we go. There's a nice backdrop. It says, "Welcome to Special Security Barracks." And I'm kind of thinking about that, like, what special security barracks are they talking about with this Joker in the tuxedo outfit? So I don't know. That's a little bit weird, and to me, I said in because I just read all in. That's a little bit weird to me. That I don't know what "welcome to special security barracks" means. Maybe they're talking about where the criminals are locked up. I don't know. You got a nice little Joker with card in the back. You got the skull with the Joker hat. You can see the star and the J on the face of it. I'm sorry, you can get close up, and it says "all in." Other than that, it's very nice graphics. It does stand in the back here. There's a couple pieces that I think they you put them right here, and that way it stands up nice like that. But I don't really use these. They take up a little bit too much room the way I have my my collection set up, so I don't actually use backdrops at all. That's why it's still in the in the plastic bag. Next thing we'll go over is he does come with this stand. It's the one that goes between the crotch. I do like that it's just I do like these square ones. They're not bad, but this is the only Joker. I'm sorry. This is like the only stand that they made for these, like the Suicide Squad. They all have the same ones, minus the Arkham Asylum one. I like that weird looking shape one, so you can actually get him sitting on the chair. So they're all the same. They all have kind of a little bit of different thing up here, which I think this shouldn't been. This is just like a sticker on here. As you can see here, it's like a little sticker, but it's kind of almost feels rough to the touch. It's not glossy. And what it's supposed to represent is the tile. Jesus Christ, I was, looking at the side of the camera, I had this directly on it. This is supposed to represent the tile. And I don't think, in any scenes we see him, he's on tile. He's on the helicopter when we see him in that. So this should have been like the bottom of the helicopter. Aside from that, all of them have, Suicide Squad with a little bit of red splatter. I don't know if that's supposed to, represent blood. There's this little thing, kind of like the target again, maybe for Deadshot. Who knows? And this one does say the Joker tuxedo version. Here's the bottom of it. It gives you the Suicide Squad. Pretty much the copies, the copyright and stuff like that. So he does come with a nice little stand in between the crotch. He does come with extra set of pegs, and he does come with little gems. I'll tell you what those are later on his outfit. And it's cool that they included them. Like, just don't. Maybe if they fall off, you just get a little bit of super glue and put it back. Put one of these back on. I don't know, but it's cool that they included those because not too many include them. So there's a peg and those little jewels. He does come with 3 extra sets of hands, including the ones he has. I think this one's kind of like the relaxed. Yeah, it's kind of like the relaxed hand. Now, unfortunately, with this figure, there's not too much detail to go over, so he's wearing the glove. I mean, overall, I like the detail they put on the glove. The little kind of... It's not just a plain white glove. You can see, like, the creases. You can see the stitching of the glove. You can see the stitching right here. So I do appreciate that, but at the same time, there's just really not much detail. It's just all one color with maybe a little bit of different color in between for the stitching. So this is the relaxed hand. I believe this one is to hold his cane, and we'll go over this too. I think it's grenade or smoke grenade. So this one's just, they're all the same, so I'm not going to go over them in deep, but this one is to hold his cane and or the grenade. And then this one's maybe like a pointing one. And if not, it's maybe to grab the gun, I believe. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, it's not. Because the one that he's holding now is the one that's kind of going like this. So this one, like, why would he put it on the gun? It wouldn't go in. So I believe this is kind of like more of a pointing one, maybe? I don't know, maybe this is for the cane one, actually. Yeah, there we go. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, okay, so the other one's for the grenade, and this one's for the cane. Again, very nice. They're all the same, but you know, very nice detail. White shiny, you know, gloss to it. I know the camera doesn't pick it up that good, but it's like a white shiny gloss to it with a little bit of different like texture right here for this, you know, to represent the stitching. So I do appreciate that. And the last, you know, few things he has is he has this purple cane, which this I'm really not digging it. I'm not that. Not that I don't like that they, you know, included it. You know, it looks nice. The nice purple, kind of metallic look right there with the gold. Almost looks brass. You know, up here, maybe it's just gold. Maybe it's brass. Who knows? But I like the detail up there as well. I'm saying I don't like that they included this or this. His 1911, because he wasn't using that at the time. He never used it with the tuxedo you know, clothes on. So I like that I included it, but I don't because he wasn't using it. He never used it in the movie. Same with his, you know, baldered out 1911 purple with a whole bunch of gold. This thing is amazing. I'm just saying it's amazing just the way that it looks. The amount of detail it has on it is insane. Just insane. Let's see. The clip does not come out. I don't believe it does. I might be wrong. No, I'm absolutely wrong. The clip does come out. You can barely see it, but there is a bullet right there. So yes, the clip does come out. And it kind of snaps in, and oh my god, wow. And it actually goes back, like if he was on the cockpit. Very nice detail. Again, I appreciate that they included it, but he never used it. So, I don't know. Thank you, but you know, no thank you, because he never used it in that part of the movie. So he does come with his 1911. He does come with it. I do believe this is a smoke grenade. Very nicely detailed. You can see the red right here, the white, the holes in it, the little pin. This is just very nicely detailed to me. Smoke grenade. I believe he throws that on the rooftop before they start shooting. So I don't know if he did or not. I got to rewatch that movie. It's been a while. And the last thing he comes with is his gold AK-47. This thing is amazing. It's amazing to a point, but it's like if you were to compare this to his 1911, his 1911 has much more detail to it. This looks like it was just casted in, you know, gold colored, and you know, put some white right there, and it's done. There's nothing to it. It does have a nice little detail, but it's all shiny gold. So I don't know. I'm not too big a fan of it myself, but it's nice. It really is nice. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna complain about it. This does come back, so you can put it on his shoulder right there, which I don't really, you know, have it like that because he never used it like that, so I don't have it like that displayed. This thing used to come out. Unfortunately, okay, so it used to come out. So when I used to put it in there and you know, and set it, you know, have my figure in display, it would just fall off. It wouldn't stick up there. And so I ended up kind of shoving it in there with a little bit of super glue, just like a little drop of it, and now it's kind of held in there. If I really wanted to, I can pull it back out. So the last thing I want to go over is you can, I believe, let's see if I remember correctly. No, you cannot. Okay, you can't cock it. So yeah, that's everything he comes with. And so what we're going to do next is get the figure and take a closer look. Alrighty, folks, here he is, the Joker, the tuxedo version. It looks a little bit blurry, but I have it like that because I have a different lens, and so I can bring it up and you guys can see the detail a little bit better. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull back the camera. I'm going to raise it. I'm kind of going to go down a little bit so I can actually go like this and you guys can see better. So we'll start from top to bottom. Oh, and sorry, before I go any further, those little jewel things that you saw in the little bag, those are for this right here. If these fall off, you can always either, you know, if you can't find them, obviously, you know, you get a new one and put it back on there. Or if you can find it, you kind of super glue it back on there. I do believe they're super glued on there. So very nice. So let's start from the top. His head sculpt, I don't know. There's something about this head sculpt that I don't really like. It's like I would have preferred him like if he was laughing like a huge laugh when he was shooting. I don't know. I just don't like it. It looks too plain to me. But I mean, overall, I really like that you can still see the damaged tattoo up there. You can see a nice little scar up there. He has the J underneath the eyes. The eyes actually look very, very nice. And you can see his grill, his shiny little silver grill in his mouth. There you go. Red little lipstick. I don't know if that's lipstick or not, but there's a star on the side right there. His hair is sculpted. It's not... what's the other one? A mixed media hair. So mixed media. This is mixed media. The cloth and the like kind of more realistic hair is mixed media. This is sculpted. So very nicely detailed on the head sculpt. I'm just not a big fan of the head sculpt. If you're looking at this figure like this, can you really tell it's Jared Leto? Well, maybe because you know who the character is. But if you were just to look at this figure, you'd probably be like, I don't know, maybe not. You do nice little bow tie here, mixed media bow tie. Different colors, so you can actually tell the variant between the shirt and the bow tie itself. I'm sorry, that was way too close. Here we go. And then he does have a nice little flower right here. I do believe this is actually plastic, so this is a molded flower right there. And then the rest of his clothes is actually mixed media. So I don't want to get too much of this because I don't know. I don't want to make the jewels fall off or anything. But it's very nicely. There we go. You can see underneath there he's wearing a shirt and the vest. I'm gonna put that back there. This kind of looks like plastic, but it's actually kind of like it. I believe it's kind of it's that mixed media cloth. Like the clothes, but I think they put something on it to make it like a little bit harder to make it look, stand out. So maybe they put Flex Seal and that's the color it gave it. Who knows? That's just a joke. It's not really what happened. I don't know if that's the true or not. So, yeah, so that's the only difference between our, that really sticks out. Other than that, the rest of it, it's just a plain little tuxedo. It goes down to the back of his, kind of legs back there. The gloves that I have on them right now, it's you'll see why I have these ones on there, but it's nice little gloves. You can see the bottom part of his shirt right there. His bottom part of the shirt, I do believe, is also still mixed media. His pants are also mixed media, and the thing that kind of sticks out to me on his pants, you can see the little strap going down his leg right there, which is kind of nice. And the last thing to kind of really look over, there's one thing that I keep trying to fix his pants. I'll show you guys why I keep fixing his pants. So the last thing we're going to go over is his shiny little shoes. They're black and white. They're actually very nicely detailed. You can see the detail on them. But there's not too much to it. Now the reason I keep fixing it, because if you don't have them fixed on there and it kind of looks like this, that looks really weird to me. It looks like he doesn't even have anything on there. And the reason for that is they gave him really skinny legs. Like you can see his socks there. That's actually, I didn't know those were socks. I thought that was just, they went all the way up. But you can see his socks there. But it's just, like, what the heck is going on with this? It's like, I don't know. Look at that. That's not supposed to look like that. Now, I don't really want to mess with it too much. You can't really tell when the pants are down, but I don't know. Actually, there we go. I fixed it up a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't hinder it any further. It's not hindered at all. So there he is. Let me sit him back there. So there he is. So what we're going to do next is go over this figure's articulation. Alrighty, folks. So before I go over this figure's articulation, I'm not going to forget this time, because I do believe I forgot a few times on some other figures before. So I do always forget, before I do the detail. As long as I get it between, looking at the detail of the figure or the articulation, as long as I do the tape measure on it. So he stands 11 3/4 inches, almost 11 7/8. Not exactly a foot yet, so not yet, like it's growing. He doesn't stand a foot at all. So going over this figure's articulation, I do really want to be careful with this because it is mixed media. It's just so okay. Let's start with his head. His head does So his neck doesn't move at all. It's actually it's all one piece. So that being said, the bottom, the base of his head and the top of his neck is where the ball point is. So he does have a 360 turn, and he does kind of have like a, there we go, a little bit of movement on it side to side. You can look up and down. He looks up to about there, and he looks down to about there. So not too bad. As far as his shoulders go, it kind of feels like there is. Yes, he does. He has a butterfly joint at the shoulders. I just don't know why, because he has so much clothes on that it hinders it from moving. So he does have butterfly joints, meaning the shoulders can go forward and backward. I do believe, I'm not going to say I do believe, I know that his arm turns 360, but because of his clothes, it really hinders it. So going up forward, the clothes really hinders it. He goes only up to about there. And I'm actually kind of holding it, because if not, it goes back down a little bit. So right there's max. It's like stretching really bad right here. So going back, even going back, you can see, look, the coat's really hindering it. So as far as going back, maybe pushing it right there. You guys are more than welcome to push your figure if you get one, but I'm not willing to risk my figure, so he goes back to about there. As far as going upward, he only goes up to about there, and I'm pushing it as well. So this figure's shoulders, at least, are not articulated at all. They kind of suck. As far as, I do believe he has a double bend at the elbow. Maybe. No, he has a single bend at the elbow, because he can only go right there. A single bend at the elbow. Right we go. I do believe he does have, yeah, at the elbow. Wait, is it at the elbow? Yes, it is. At the elbow, you got some turning, so you can actually turn this 360, but then again, it hinders it. He does have a ball point, a ball joint right here at the wrist. You can do 360 and do a little bit of up and down. Here we go. As far as his torso, he does have movement at the torso, so you can look down to about there. Hold on, let me try to get him a little bit better. And he can look up. There we go. Oh, there we go. You can get him to go. Whew. I think I stretched him a little bit too much. Be all right, though. As far as his waist, he does have movement at the waist, but right there it stops. Can you guys hear the... That's stopping right there. So he does turn right about there. Same with the other side. I'm not going to push it much further than that. So as far as his legs go, he can go... Actually, he goes pretty far up, but then, his legs start showing, and little skinny little legs are showing. But he does go pretty far up. As far as going back, I believe his buttocks, the hard plastic back there, is actually preventing it. So he doesn't go that far back. Right about there. Which is not that good. There we go. I do believe, yes, I do believe there's 360 at the thigh up here. But because of the pants, it's kind of hindering that. You can probably do it if you really wanted to. I just don't want to, have the knee in the back or anything like that. So as far as going sideways, he does go sideways. Let's see how far I can get him. He actually goes almost 90 degrees. Degrees. That's from a meme, I'm sorry. I just saw it on Facebook. Somebody was like, why is it so hot out today? It's 90 degrees outside. So he goes 90 degrees sideways. And I do believe from feeling it, he does have a double bend at the knee. There you go. And then the last joint is his ball joints at his legs. So he does have a ball joint there, and these ones are actually very nice. Nothing hinders it. So he goes up to about there. He goes down quite a bit. And then he goes, sideways. That's kind of crazy, the amount, because there's a ball joint, and there you go. There's like a ball joint and no, there's only one ball joint. I thought it was two. Okay, there's one ball joint. So that's where it's a lot of movement there. So the feet does not have any. I'm sorry, the toes don't have any movement. So there he is. What we're gonna do next now is we're gonna set this figure here and do some comparison. Alrighty, folks. So let's put the camera right this and bring it down. So to do some comparisons, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna fix them up a little bit, move them to the side here. And we're gonna, so I was thinking how I'm gonna do the comparisons with these before I bring out the comparisons or the other Joker. Do I want to bring out Harley Quinn, the Prisoner Harley Quinn, and with this one, or do I just want to bring out the Joker? Like for example, if I have 3 Harley Quinns, in different outfits, do I want to bring, just say, well, okay, let's go with this. Do I want to do this Joker, and then bring out the Arkham Asylum Joker, and then the other Joker that there is, and then bring out the 3 Harley Quinns to do a comparison with them? Or do I just want to bring out the 3 Jokers to do a comparison and maybe 1 Harley Quinn? You guys let me know what you guys think I should do down in the comments below. For now, I'm just going to compare him to his Arkham Asylum Joker. So let me get him out real quick. There he is. And here he is. There we go. Here he is next to his Arkham Asylum self. Now that I'm kind of looking at this, what's crazy is they're actually, I have them in a glass shelf, and this guy's the bottom one. This is the next one up. I've actually never really paid attention, but now that I'm doing the review, they have the same exact head sculpt, the same exact facial expression. And I'm kind of upset about that. Let me bring that up so you guys can see. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit. They have the same facial expression. Huh. I do believe this one, his skin is like a little bit darker, like he has more skin tone to it, and this one's like a little bit whiter. Maybe he patterned himself on that one. As far as his hair, this one kind of has like a little yellow tint to it, and that one is a little bit darker. They both stand. They're both the same height. So, what do you guys? Let me know what you guys think. Which one you guys think is better looking? Obviously, the tuxedo one's the better looking one. But let me know which one you guys think as far as the head sculpt. Which one looks better? Alrighty, folks. So there he is, the Joker from Hot Toys, released in 2016, the tuxedo version. If you guys liked the video, please like and share it. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. If you guys want to see an inside scoop before YouTube, I have an Instagram. I post a picture on there to show you guys what I'm going to be, what video I'm going to be doing next. So if you want to, see that, please give me a follow. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Also, I do ask that if you guys watch my video, please, show your friends, show your, family, everybody, get my videos out there. The one thing that I do keep asking, and I'm always going to keep asking, is please watch the videos all the way through. It really helps with the channel when you kind of skip through it, and, maybe only watch a few seconds of it, maybe a minute into it, and kind of, move on to the next. I do appreciate you guys that, helping me, to view it. But if you guys don't view it all the way, YouTube notices that, and they think that it's not a good video, so they don't circulate it out there at all. So if you guys have any questions, anything negative, anything positive, constructive criticism, maybe I can do something different, leave me a comment down below. I'll get back to you. With all that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.